What's up, Nail Geeks? I am back again today with a new to the channel brand. I bring you Cupcake Polishes Iceland collection to show you all. This is a 6-piece set that has 3 flaky polishes and 3 super shifty shimmers. There's a tongue twister for you all. If you are new to the indie polish community, this is a lovely brand. Sarah, the brand owner, is a fellow Texan gal like myself, and she makes some fantastic polishes. So I'm super stoked to show you all, especially these shifty shimmers in my new light setup. I'm not going to stop talking about it. I'm obsessed with it. So let's get started. First up, we've got Blue Lagoon. This is a light blue packed with blue to pink iridescent shimmer, blue to pink iridescent flakies, and holographic micro flakes. So the formula on this one feels a little bit on the jelly side, though with the caveat that it does build up very quickly to opacity. So if you have a free edge that is around the length of my own or shorter, I can definitely see you getting away with 2 coats, which is what I took it to. If you have slightly longer nails and you're rocking those stilettos, you might need to go to a 3rd coat. So on buildup, this has so much going on with it. You'll mostly see that lovely glow that has that aqua shade that you're seeing in the video, but it's just super, super packed with flakes. It's very, very pretty. In person, you can easily see what you see on the video. At least this is what I'm looking at right in front of me. There's a ton of depth to this one. Now it does dry down a little bit on the kind of satin, flirting with the matte side. So personally, I would recommend a glossy top coat. On angles, you'll see a gorgeous purple shift to it. I did get a bunch of macro shots on it, which I'll show you guys at the end to kind of help with the shift. And next we have Gullfoss. This is a dark purple packed with orange to gold to green shifting Aurora shimmer and orange to gold to green iridescent glitters. I was very scared of this one as I knew it was going to record very vampy and dark, but I was very pleasantly surprised that my new light setup, I feel like, handled it, and so you're seeing what I'm seeing in person. Now the formula on Gullfoss is what I would consider to be a very dense jelly feel on application. So this does have a slightly heavier type of performance on those brush strokes, but it stays where you put it, so very easy to get your placement. Now I had no problems with those iridescent glitters. Per usual, my bottles get a good shake before I apply, and I easily got them up out of the bottle and onto my nails. Now here on the 2nd coat, you can see that lovely buildup starting to happen. On this one, I would also recommend 2 coats on this one, though once again, if you've got longer nails, I can definitely see needing a 3rd coat to it. This does have a quite harsh matte effect that it dries down to, in my opinion. So personally, I would recommend a glossy top coat, and you'll really get those iridescent glitters to pop. You can see it on the full hand shot here. It shifts in all types of warm colors. You'll mostly see it in bright lights as that reddish copperish appearance, and on angles you'll see that gorgeous gold and green. And next we have Aurora Borealis. This is a black jelly filled with teal to blue to purple to pink to gold, shifting multichrome and iridescent flakes and holographic micro flakes. So we have a lovely jelly-like formula once again on the flaky side of the collection. This one does have a very similar feel to Gullfoss in that it has that slightly heavier type of feel on the jelly type application. But personally, I do think that at 2 coats, I think most will be just fine with it. On buildup, you'll see those flakes. They are very, very strong against that dark base. I had no problems with the flakes laying down flat for me or picking them up out of the bottle for that matter. So you'll get that lovely Aurora Borealis type effect against that base. This is really, really pretty, and I'm really thankful that you guys are getting a better idea of the color change here on those flakes. So lots and lots of self-leveling happening with it too. I feel like I kind of went a little heavy-handed on that 2nd coat, but no issues to see here on that. It just really easily kind of self-leveled out. So here on the full hand shot, I did apply a glossy top coat, which I highly recommend on this one, and you'll easily exploit all of those lovely flakes. And next we've got Heart of Iceland. This is a light red to orange shifting duochrome shimmer. So this part of the video, we start to see the 3 shimmers in the collection. These are very shifty, very pretty. If you like that somewhat foily type of effect to your polishes, this is definitely for you. Now for Heart of Iceland, I'm going to suggest between 2 and 3 coats on this one. It's really going to depend on how you wear it, though I do feel like on this particular one, how I went in kind of light on the first coat, and then I went in kind of normal on the second coat, and I had really nice opacity with it that way. So in bright lights, you'll see that pinky type of reddish appearance that you see on the video, but at shaded lighting and at angles, you'll easily see that orange shift come out to play. I feel like I kind of captured it on my macro shots. Once again, I'll show you guys that at the end of the video for the recap. It is just really, really glowing. Here on that second coat, lovely, lovely opacity. Once again, I did go in just a touch heavier on my second coat, and you can see that nice plumpness start to happen. So really lovely. Now, I did go in with a glossy top coat on the final look here on the full hand shot. Personally, I would recommend a glossy top coat for it. And next we've got Lupine. This is a purple packed with blue to green to gold shifting Aurora shimmer. So this one has a very similar feel to Heart of Iceland on application. On it, I'm going to recommend 2 coats for opacity. This is so incredibly shifty. This is really in your face. There's a lot of color roll to see on it, especially in shaded lighting. The base color is absolutely a purple. I do feel like there is a very, very subtle indigo lean to it. Now, the shimmer will appear as that lovely green that you see on the video in bright lights, but in person, it's crazy, crazy shifty. That green and the gold on the angles and on the sides, you can kind of see it on the edges of my nails here. It's just really, really intense. Now, this one, along with the other two, once again, they do dry down what I would consider somewhat matte in your final look. So personally, once again, I would recommend a glossy top coat on this one too. So I kind of went in for my application on Lupine similar to the other. I started out kind of light, and then on the second coat, I kind of just brought it, and I had really nice self-leveling with it. And I will also note that cleanup against your cuticles is relatively easy, even though it is packed full of shimmer. I didn't have too much problems with getting little shimmer particles on my skin. And next we have Alderaan. This is a pea green packed with blue to pink to gold shifting Aurora shimmer. This is so stunning in person. I really think against my skin tone, it popped like crazy. I think it'll definitely look fantastic on anybody, but those of you, if you have medium to deeper skin tones, this is really gonna pack a punch against you. It's just really, really luminous. Now that base color, I do agree, is what I would consider a pea green type of shade, but the shimmer in this one just really just amps up that base color like crazy and really flirts with almost being a lime green in my opinion. So in bright lights, you'll see it, that lovely blue type of shimmery effect, and on angles, you'll see a gorgeous pink shift come out to play. Now, for opacity on Alderaan, I am going to suggest 3 coats on it, as this one has the lightest formula out of the other 2 shimmers that I showed you all. Here on the second coat, you can kind of see I've got really nice opacity happening. However, I felt like I could see my visible nail line quite a bit on my swatches, so I did go in for that 3rd coat just to see how it would look. Now this one and the other 2 in the collection that are shimmers dries down relatively quickly, so no issues to report on that. And going in for that 3rd coat, I didn't feel like it looked lumpy or anything. It still self-leveled very nicely, and it gave me that really just in-your-face type of green effect. Now this one also dries down satin, somewhat matte-like, so once again, I would recommend a glossy top coat just to really get that shimmer to pop like crazy. Now the Iceland collection will launch January 27th at 7 p.m. Central Time. Each polish will be sold individually for $13. I'll link you guys below to Cupcake Polish's shop if you want to check it out. Like I said in the beginning of the video, if you are new to the indie polish community, I highly recommend you check out Cupcake. She's got some fantastic holographic polishes as well, and really lovely formulas. Definitely been a fan of the brand for several years. And I'll also link you guys below to her Facebook fan group if you want to check out what's going on in there. As always, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.